Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a lot of things to go over today. I got this cute baby with me. Say hi, Evelyn.
Hi.
Say, let's get into it.
Gimme.
Sold 30 items in the last 2 days. Let's do some rapid fire what solds. Stimulus checks are in, and what's weird is like I said a second ago, I've had 30 sales in the last 2 days. None of those items, zero, sold for more than $30. There's most of them are less than 20, and so they're not super interesting, but I wanted to go over them with you. This Star Wars shirt sold for $12.74. I bought it for $1 at an estate sale. Shirt.
Hi. Hi. Dad.
Look at my movie. Okay, are you all done interrupting me?
Mouse.
Mouse. That's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which is one of our very favorite things, if not Moana. Okay, so I got this Michael Jackson tour shirt from 1984 for free, and I put it up for auction for $19.99. It didn't sell, which shocked the life out of me. I thought it would get to $50. I thought $19.99 was low enough for it to get handful of interested bidders. I ended up selling it for $16.99. I got it for free. I thought it was a home run.
No.
It was not. This E.T. I picked up, he had a broken foot, and so I sewed his foot back together. I paid $1.99. He sold for $22.99. Free shippings. This Cat Diesel single stitch shirt, I've told you guys a million times, I live right by Caterpillar World Headquarters, and so I find a lot of Caterpillar stuff. This is a pretty cool piece. I think it's men's size, men's large, but in a single stitch that probably measures between a small and a medium. So it's a pretty small shirt. These Mephisto all-around shoes, I'd never bought that brand before. I found these for like $4.99. They sold for $20, $19.99. This snapback Maleficent, I never know, Maleficent? I mean, anyway, that hat sold for $14.90, free shipping. I paid $1 for it. This hat's interesting. I went into Walmart the other day and I got, I was looking through the clearance stuff and I found a pile of hats that were all $1 for these just blank camo hats. I picked up 9 of them. I thought I picked up 10. I picked up all that were on the shelf. I thought there were 10. When I got to the register, there were only 9. I got them home and looked again, and one of them didn't match the others. So this one I sold for $9.47. Free shipping, and we'll get back to that story in a minute. This jacket, it's kind of the wrong season to sell jackets, but it sold for $20 to $8.99 plus shipping. The buyer's $42 all in, and they just live in the same state as me, so I shipped that in a number 7 box, and it only cost me like $10 to ship, and I think they paid almost $19 shipping. This Veerman hat, somebody picked this up at a thrift store and was like, Tom, you'll make money on this. A Veerman I wasn't super impressed with, but these vintage camo hats I seem to do well with, so it sold for $17.99 plus shipping, and I've only had it listed for like 10 days tops. I picked up that record player for $6.99. I'm talking here about the record player, but it's not the record player. This is clearly a boombox that I picked up for $15, so now I'm free and clear on that. But media is taking so long right now that I didn't want to downgrade somebody to media and then have it take 20 days. This Stephen King Green Mile set I told you guys about, 6 books. I paid 50 cents a piece for them, so I'm $3 in. Sold for $12, free shipping. So I'll make about $7 or $8. This lightsaber sold for $13.49. I bought a bunch of these kind of like Halloween-ish, and a bunch of them sold really quick. And then this is one from the like the Clone Wars cartoon, which is very popular with huge Star Wars fans, but not popular with the general public. And so this is a character I've never even heard of. And then when I was pulling that one, I realized I have one more Darth Vader. Those were selling for $18, but this one had been around a while, so it got caught on a sale that I started, and it's not the character that people are looking for. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I made my money on those a long time ago. This blues hoodie that I found just 2 or 3 days ago sold for $23.99. This camera that I got for free with somebody wanted to give me their Goodwill donations instead of taking it themselves, sold for $9.99, and I believe that went international. Buyers $18.84 is what they paid me, so $10 plus shipping. These books, the Steel Brothers Saga, I get the impression that these are questionable lady books, but I didn't read them. I just found them. They said 1, 2, 3 on the shelf at Goodwill. They're 50 cents a piece, so I paid the $1.50, took pictures, put them on the intranet, and someone paid me $19.93 for them. This battery charger sold for $7.99. I thought it was better than it was when I bought it, and it was not. And so rather than just being disappointed and donating it back or something, I listed it for where it would sell, and it sold. And even though I'm not making money, I could be better at my job and comp that better in the first place, but I would rather list it and get it sold than just donate it back and call it a loss. It's kind of a loss either way, but having merchandise and sales and traffic to my store, at least there's some benefit from having bought that. Psych Season 1, picked that up in a big lot of DVD seasons that I got the other day. Paid $2 for it. It was a big L. Yes, I just did that. I paid $1.50 for it. It sold for $8.88, so it sold for $5.50 plus shipping. So I mean, I guess I thought it was free shipping. Evidently, it wasn't. So maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. This bum equipment shirt is from one of my most popular videos. In the summer, I found a garage sale that had 25-cent t-shirts. This is from 1991 and was one of those 25-cent t-shirts. Most of those have sold through. I just have a handful left. This one is sold for $11.49 free shipping, but I'm a quarter into it and I've had it forever, and I'm way into the profit on that junk. This grumpy hat, I had a lot of people interested in this, but nobody wanted to buy it, so eventually it made it around to a 25% off sale, sold for $4.80 plus shipping. I know I paid 50 cents for that at a garage sale in the first weekend of October, just because I know where I picked it up. This old box of Crayola, it says Benny and Smith. Benny and Smith invented Crayola. So if you see Benny and Smith stuff, it's antique Crayola, vintage Crayola. Some of it probably is antique. And these sold for $7.12. They were just in a pile of a bunch of things that I took to this thrift store, and they're like, how's $6 for everything? And one of them was a VCR DVD combo. So I have nothing into this, and we're well into the profits. Cost me like $3.50 to ship, and I made $3 or $4. More of those same $1 Walmart hats. These I picked up for $1 a piece. And I thought, man, if I sell those individually at like $8, which was there where the comps were, I'm not going to make any money. So I lotted 4 of them together, and now I'm $4 invested into the whole lot. And at $22, the buyer's getting a really good deal, and I'm making some money because it cost me like $6 to ship out. So then I'm 10, and I made $10 on my $4 investment. This Shea Moisture, I sold 2 of these. I picked them up for $2 in a video that I haven't released yet. At Goodwill, they just brought out a whole bunch of this new like shampoos and lotions and laundry detergent and stuff, and I was able to pick up a couple of things to make money on. Sold 2 of these to different buyers. Both of them sold for $16.99 free shipping. More questionable lady books. These are vintage, legitimate, old Harlequin novels. And you can see on there that it says 95 cents, which is the price on the front, which makes some difference to, evidently, there are collectors. It gives a good idea of the age of these books. And then this is the last one. I always pick up these vintage talking books, the ones with the buttons on the side, and they always sell. I always buy new batteries for them because you can buy the coin batteries for, like, I think you pay $1.50 shipped for the coin batteries for them. And so these sold for $12.74. Most of the time they work. I've even sold Mickey Mouse ones that once I put new batteries in, they didn't work. And so that's all of the what solds. Nothing exciting, but you know what? 30 sales that average like $5 in profit is $150 in profit. And it'd take me a little while to ship it, but it'll be worth it to make that money. So I spent some money the other day, and I've got to go pick up the things that I bought from my guy, and then we'll see what else the day brings us. Okay, so we have all of these soft cover books, which are 50 cents a piece. Just a bunch of series stuff. This one is a box set, and it's $2.99, which is perfectly fine, because that's only $1 more than it would be. And then these are all hard covers down here. And then we got this equestrian hat. I wasn't able to find comps on, but it's only like $4. Hats, Minecraft, Caterpillar, Remington, this baseball glove, Nightmare Before Christmas on VHS, Nala from 2002. She's an enormous plush, and then this one's from '93. And then this is a 3X Zach Brown band shirt that is $2.50. Cargo pants, I've heard, are coming back. That's a nice pair of cargo pants for $2.50. This is $2.50 for this Disney hoodie. Lululemon cycling jersey for $2.50, and then this is $5.99. It's a vintage camo. Okay, so you guys saw the stuff I got on Goodwill, or I got at Goodwill. We went and saw my guy, and I got this pile of stuff. This is San Francisco Earthquake Horrors. Copyright 1906. But it is in pretty rough shape, so we'll have to see what it is. Okay, so this is an old welder's cap, 100% cotton, made in Canada. I suspect this will be something somebody local will be interested in, because Pekin Peoria. This is like a Walt Disney, like you'd put a notebook in there and there should have been a pen. It looks like it used to be glued down to a desk or something. I'm gonna have to do some research and find out what this is, but it's way cool. A bunch of World's Fair pieces, which is what I was actually interested in. This is just like a paperweight desk stand kind of thing. I think this is a business card holder, like you'd put your cards here and they'd lean up against that. These are both New York World's Fair, as is this one for 64 and 65. That's like a little penny tray, I guess. And they're marked as to who made them. Both of the salt and pepper shakers are here. They are here. This one's cracked, which kind of sucks. But those are cool. Those are definitely World's Fair salt and pepper shakers. This is a Chicago 33 World's Fair. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research and find out what that is. This is a Bear alignment. Turk's alignment is still there. These are like bookmarks, and they are Chicago 34 World's Fair. So there's two of those. This is 34 World's Fair Chicago. Like a tie-tack maybe. This is denim hats, a vintage denim snapback I'm going to buy every time. Unfortunately, the thing about this one is that I bought it It's in really, really nice condition if you give me 15 bucks for it. And I'm like, no problem. Turns out the bill is cracked. So right there, especially, it's bad. And it doesn't, I mean, it looks to you guys watching this like it's perfect, but there's a crack in the bill. So that sucks. It really hurts the value. I probably at $15 got all the money there, all their money there is in this thing. I already paid for it. This is another Chicago World's Fair thing, 33 and 34, and then shows a couple of Chicago buildings. This is from the Seattle World's Fair, but it is in remarkably bad condition. But I didn't pay much for it. I think I paid $10 for most of the World's Fair stuff. And then these are like obscure records. Tony. Bad. Oh, there's a pen. That's a World's Fair thing too. Masonic Brotherhood. 64-65, which makes that New York World's Fair. I want to say this is a record single. Nope, that's the full album. I'm not familiar with this band at all, but I'm like, that's obscure. This one I'm also not familiar with. Terrence Trent. And, of course, Leather Wolf. This one feels like it might be an import. Nope, it's not. That is some 80s hair metal if I ever saw it. But there's one more piece of World's Fair thing that I think got lost in the van. I'm gonna go see if I can dig it up. And this is the tiniest and far and away my favorite thing that we picked up. New York World's Fair 1939. Something that I can tell you is that this type of pin back was outlawed in the 40s, where the pin goes, where the back goes out beyond the pin. And so obviously this one says it's from 39, but if you see that, it's probably from the 30s or the early 40s or even earlier. But isn't that cool? It's in, basically perfect condition. Ooh, one more thing real quick. 1933, Century of Progress. Silver plate. This is either a salt or a pepper shaker.
I'm not done.
All right, I've been wanting to talk to you guys about sell-through rates for a little while, and this specialized Lululemon jersey, cycling jersey, is a really good example. So I'll bring up the comps here, and when I look up that and I use the word Lululemon, cycling jersey, and specialized, it comes up with no results, none listed. So then I do completed, and it comes up with 3. And then I do sold, and it still comes up with 3, and all of them sold for within $1 or $2 of each other. So this has a 3x sell-through rate, which means that it sells 3 times as fast as it's listed, and it sells consistently at the same price. So this is almost a guaranteed 50 bucks. All right, now let's look at Levi's 560s. Let me make sure I put in the right thing. Levi's 560s. And I don't even sort men's or women's or whatever. Levi's 560s are a really hot growing number in the Levi's right now. And if you look, there are 2,000 thereabouts listings. But when we look at completed, there are 4,100 completed listings. And if you look at solds, there are 3,900 listings, or about 4,000 sold. So that makes 560 sells twice as fast as you can list it. These are a guaranteed sale. You just have to price them right and use the right keywords. And so 560s are A, this is a bolo, and B, you can see that sell-through rate can give you a really good idea of what you ought to be sourcing. If you're looking up comps and there's 4,000 listed and only 2,000 sold, well then only 2,000 are selling over 90 days, and there are 4,000 listed right now, which means it's going to take 180 days for yours to list, or for your listing to sell, even in good conditions. So you should be, when you're comping, don't just look at the price. look at the sell-through rate. And you don't have to do the math and say, oh, well, I mean, it's as simple as 1900 is about 2,000, 3,900 is about 4,000. That's half. I know that you don't have to like to get out your calculator and calculate the exact, but if it's around 100, then it's probably a really good buy. If it's around 75, it's probably a pretty good buy. If it's below 50, it's probably worth leaving. And if it's above 100, then it's kind of a no-brainer. And that's with the caveat of assuming you already know what you're doing with the price. You're buying it low and it's selling high. Just because you can pick up an item for $1 and it sells for $15, but then there's 7,000 listed and only 8 sold, that's probably still not a good buy, even though you're going to make $10 as when it sells on your $1 investment. So that's 10x ROI, but the sell-through rate's so low that it's probably still not necessarily the best idea to pick up. Just something that I am working on myself, so I thought I'd bring it up with you guys. These are the books. They're all kind of series. This is not a series I was familiar with at all, but I got these soft covers in a box set and these and this set, and I pay $1 a piece for the hardbacks and 50 cents a piece for the soft covers, and I'm doing fairly well with that stuff. More Janet Ivanovich. You guys are going to get sick of looking at that. This Kingsbury series, or Kingsbury's the author's name. I've sold a couple of those sets before, and there's a bunch there. Glorious Appearing. This is part of the Left Behind series. I haven't done that one. My brother says it's really good. It's eschatologically problematic, but it is economically sound, evidently. The Cat Who that I got the other day, there's some more of those. The boys got a set of this for their store, and it comped fairly well. So I'm $2 into this set, and it'll be like 12 or 15. The Healer and the Rescuer, these are the same. I've never heard anything about this, but it's the same. They're 50 cents a piece, same author, same overall style. I suspect that this is book 5 and book 6. Stephen King I always pick up. Orson Scott Card I always pick up. These are weird. They're not The Wizard of Oz. They're other Oz books. 50 Shades is good. This Fallen series sells as fast as I can list it. And these were that's a really cool looking set. Susan Cooper. I don't know anything about these books, but they just look like the kind of thing that'll sell. So I'll put up a comp for this lot, and I paid $2.50 for it. Say hi. There's your pacifier. Say hi.
Hi.
Are you adorable?
Yum.
Yum. Is that your pacifier? Tell them how you say pacifier. What is this?
Can't you?
Fascio?
Yeah.
You like it? Don't eat it. Don't eat it. I love you. Say love you.
Yeah, you.
Bye-bye.